already know everybody's all in. Good luck, man. Good luck, guy. I need a club. Everybody's all in. Club, club, club. Yes! So what happened was I bet on this game and I can't believe I got this mega win, guys. Check this out. That much on a 20-cent spin. Club Poker, you're the best. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And for today, I'm gonna be heading out to the beautiful city of Los Angeles, the lost city of angels. And no, I'm not taking the helicopter. I'm actually stuck in traffic. I wish I was in that chopper because it's taking forever. But with that being said, I'm out here at the Commerce Hotel and Casino. I'll be staying out here for one night. I'm gonna be playing the prestigious tournament to see if I can try to get a satellite into the $1 Million Maker, and can't afford more than one day. And I was fortunate enough to make $500 on a 1-2 table at the Chumash. I did hold on to $200 of it, and I did make $100 at the Bicycle Casino before I came to the Commerce. So with that being said, let's get to it. But first, it's already 12 o'clock. I'm getting a little bit hungry. I might try this Chinese restaurant that they have right here. Check it out. I ended up getting the chicken fried noodle, and it's normally $15.99, but I have $9 in points, so I used it, only paid $10, and that is a humongous plate. I don't think I'll ever be able to finish a plate like that normally, but today I've been up since 6 in the morning. I've been driving, managed to make it to LA like around 9 in the morning. I played out here at the Bicycle Casino for 3 hours, and I'm starving, so let's try it out. And there you have it. That was super delicious. I was really hungry, and it really hit the spot. And there's the Commerce Casino right there. It's the first time I'm ever going to stay here. It's expensive, so, it's probably going to be the only time unless, I keep making money. But let's get to it. It's the LA Commerce. Let's get it. Right in here. We're on 10-minute break. As you can see, we're on break time.
Maybe he.
No, I have over 20. Started. I have over 20.
You over 20?
Yeah, I got 20. Or 21, almost 20. 21.
Here's 20, 21. Good.
21.90. Somebody's gonna make a milestone in this table real quick.
Damn. Fucked it up already. Where your cat? Oh, you all in?
Yeah, I'm all in. I'm the baby one.
Everybody's all in. Look at it. You could break 1, 2, 3, 4 at the same time. Yeah, pocket fair, but...
Okay, chill down for away.
I think we're way behind the hand.
Oh, man.
Aces,
kings,
Oh,
jack.
Kings.
Of rush.
2 nines.
All diamonds.
Kings. 2 nines. Kings. Oi, another nice. King, baby. 5, please. 10.
Oh,
Nice.
shit. Flush? Nobody got it. Oh, he has the high flush. How much
Nice.
is it? He has 20, right?
21.
Oh, nice.
That's a dream, man. Good for you.
Yeah, I know, right?
And they hold up.
You should have called it too. Oh, that's nice.
Should have called it.
You got a pocket pair?
18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, we got 21 right there.
Y'all are the crazy guys.
18,
I'll get
19,
them from you.
20, 21.
Yeah, you're not thinking anybody's gonna call it.
If they do, then it's just over.
Hey, listen. Oh, he made it 800.
He did. He opened to it. He didn't open. So that was my only
The
worry.
whole 800?
Only, yeah.
I'm gonna get me a customer. How they get cracked too.
Yeah, I know.
That was that's not. I mean, because of the cards we had, it was a good.
Yeah.
one.
Got lucky.
All in for
All
9.
in. 900.
I tripled up and I realized that it was okay to film in this room. It even said so in the entry. It said that there's going to be filming allowed, so beware that you might be filmed. But that being said, I'm still not going to film anybody. You know, I just want to film my hands. And I decided to play Ace Deuce. It was just small blind versus the big blind. And here's how it went.
600. Heads up.
Table 8 here.
The flop comes 8, 5, 10 with 2 spades. Complete garbage for me. But the turn brings me a little bit of equity. I want to see the river for cheapies, so I check. But he decides to bet. I decide to call just one time, hoping for a 4. But it doesn't get there, unfortunately. And I have to give it up. You know, there's nothing I can do. There's no way I can win it. I think he's calling anything. I check, he bets, and I go ahead and fold.
In that situation,
So 301, 318. My room is gonna be over here. All right. So I just busted out of the tournament. I busted in 17th, and they only paid top 7. There was about 50 something of us, and I didn't get paid nothing. But I made it to my hotel. I got valet, got something to eat. There's my room right there. Let's go in there. Let's check it out. Did it work? Check. Nice. We're in. This is the room. Here it is. Pretty spacious. See if I could turn on any more lights in here. Where's the lights at? Let's turn these on. Ugh. How do you turn this on? Alright, so I'm gonna show you the little room real quick. So that's the door. There's the little closet. Got a little safe in here. Put your stuff in there. And you got a little chair, little fuck couch or whatever. The TV. And you got this little desk right here. Alright, so I'm in the room. I'm in the Commerce Casino. I got this king-size bed by myself. It's the first time I do this. I actually came here to travel to play a little bit poker, and I busted, but I free rolled it because I did manage to make $100 at the Bicycle Casino, and then I made 200 at the Garden Casino, and then I bought in for 250. I got a bounty of $50, so I think I'm up like $50. But the room did cost me like about 180, I want to say, and it came with valet. I already took it down there. The car's parked, it's safe, and this is where I'm gonna stay at tonight. So check it out. Oh, bam. Let's check out the bathroom. Oh, bam. So it's pretty big. Check it out. It's pretty clean. And you got the shower behind me. Let me flip this real quick.
Third floor. Going down.
The weather is nice. Oh, that will change. 91 West, eastbound side. Right here at the 241. That crash is serious. It's still sitting in Lansing. Eastbound side is not that bad, right? The west, crowded maybe. See, you can see the flashing lights on that stretch. We'll take you over to look at the rest of your commute and show you this. On your 5 to 14, things are nice. Free Florida, we talk about sometimes. Mondays, projects don't take place, maybe not the rest of the week with the weather conditions that we're talking about, right? And then a great camera to show you the drive right here. Two-mill on the stretch of the 10 freeway.
So I'm out here in Los Angeles trying to warm this up. I'm gonna look for some hot water. It's 5 in the morning. I check out at 11, but let's see if there's tables out right now at 5 in the morning. Let's check it out. But let's eat first, and then let's see if we can make some money. Let's get it. So I just want to show you guys what my injury looks like. As you can see, they inserted a needle in there. They inserted it right here, and they inserted it. So they inserted here, here, and here. But this part, the bone is missing. He shaved off my bone, and as a result, the back of the scapula, it drops down. So I don't have strength, and I can't lift my arm up past this level. So past, like, I want to say 110 degrees, my arm doesn't raise anymore. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick because, I mean, I'm still injured. I got denied my right for to introduce evidence. I got arrested. My visitations have been stopped. I haven't seen my kid in over 10 years. And, you know, it's a shame, you know, because I live in Santa Barbara, California, the United States, and failing to help me out. You know, the public defender, she didn't want to introduce my evidence, and then I filed a complaint, and she said the cap that I could do is $12,500 for a false arrest while I was injured. And the commissioner, she charged me two misdemeanor crimes. There was 2 charges on there. That is, it was disobeying court orders and disorderly conduct, and that wasn't true. But yeah, I feel like it's because I'm Mexican. You know, there was a lot of white people in that courtroom, especially the judge, the public defender, the DCSS attorney, the officer, the court reporter. Everybody in there was white. And when I pulled out my evidence, nobody took it off my hands. Nobody gave it to the judge. And they all looked at me like I was crazy, you know? And so I got arrested. None of my evidence was introduced. The doctor's still working. He's still fucking up. He's still getting complaints. He's still getting lawsuits. And, you know, he shouldn't be working. The public defender shouldn't be working. The commissioner, he shouldn't be working. None of those people should be working, you know? I can't work because of the doctor. And, you know, this is bullshit. You know, this is Santa Barbara, California, United States. And, you know, we need some change, you know? But with that being said, you know, I'm out here at the Commerce in Los Angeles, getting ready to take a shower, you know, I'm getting ready to check out. So the good news is I did make $250 on the table, so that tournament was a free roll, but I'm back to even, and today I check out, so that's what's happening today. You know, I'm gonna hit the shower up because in my shower, back at home, this is what I use, you know. Right there you can see 1, 2, 3 different shampoos or whatever, so I'm gonna try it out. Don't hate, and I'll get back to you guys. All right, I'm back out of the shower. How does my hair look? I actually used some shampoo and conditioner. I treated my hair today. Does it look better or does it look the same? Doesn't matter, but I'm ready to play some poker. Let's do it. Let's get it, baby. So after my calculations, I figured out the room was 140, and I did make a profit of 100, so I did have $100 in profit. I bought in for 200 at this 5-5 game, which is the minimum. And if I lose 100. If I win, potentially I could have everything paid for plus make some money. And that's what I'm here for. You know, I did this once before at Las Vegas. The trip cost me, I believe, 5 days, 4 nights. I think it cost me about $600 to $700, and the gas costed me about $150. But when I went to Vegas, I do remember making about $1,400. So like after everything, I managed to pay everything off, and I ended up making about $300. And that was about a year ago. So, I mean, I really don't treat myself. I really don't go to restaurants or, you know, go to hotels or trips. But every once in a while, you know, I will have a game of poker. And here's how this one went. I started off with 7-8 offsuit, and I decided to play for $5. I'm hoping to see the flop for cheap. I'm hoping nobody raise it because, I mean, this is a nice hand, but it's not even suited, you know. It's just kind of connected, middle connectors. And lucky for me, it does go through. We'll go to the flop 5 ways, and the flop comes 2, 6, 10. So I think I just have a gut shot. I check. It gets checked around. We get to see a free turn, which comes a 5. And now I have an open-ended, but I'm still going to check just because there's nothing in there. There's only $25. There's no point in betting. If I hit, I hit. If I don't, I don't. I check, but the guy last to act puts in $15. And I'm not going anywhere with the straight draw. You know, I have to call this. I make the call, and the river is a jack of diamonds. I completely missed. I check, he bets, and I fold. On this next hand, I'm on the small blind, and I look at 6 jack of hearts suited. And I think we're playing 3-5. I don't think this is a 5-5 because I do remember I entered for 200. So I know I said this was a 5-5 table, but I think they might have been a 3-5. Now I see the blue chips in hand. But in this situation, I was small blind, big blind, first to act. Under the gun plus 2 made it 20. There was a caller behind him, and I decided to call, and big blind folds. So we make a $65 pot, and the flop comes 4-3 ace. There's no heart in there. There's nothing I can catch. Maybe a 2 and a 5 runner, but there's really nothing. That ace absolutely defeats me. So I go ahead and check. Oh, okay, sorry. The guy on the button decides to throw a bet out there, and I just fold. This next hand is an interesting hand because it's a jack high, but it's an offsuit. So it's considered a jack off hand pretty much. So I pretty much just fold that. It's trash. I then find myself looking at a suited connector, and since nobody raised, to me it is worth $5. You know, I want to see a flop. If they let me see a flop for $5, you know, then so be it. Unfortunately, right away they make a min raise, so I go ahead and call it, and we go to the flop. The flop comes queen 9-7 with 2 diamonds. So most likely I'm going to stick through it all the way to the end. I go ahead and start with the check just to see if I get there. The 4 on the turn doesn't improve anything, but I'm still open-ended with the flush draw. So whatever they bet out there, if it's not too much, I'm going to go ahead and call it. In this case, it was just 20 bucks. So I called the 20 and we go to the river. The river is not a diamond, but we do get the straight. So that's pretty cool. There's no brainer. I'm all in. And hopefully he calls me because that's all I have. Come on, double me up. Unfortunately, he folds. So that sucks. But I do get to pick up this pot. And I needed it. So let's try to make a run with it.
Okay? No. Here's $20. I need you to go buy me an IPA. Can you go buy me an IPA? I'll pay you whatever the change is you can have, but I just don't want to move right now. Okay?
Yeah, let me do it.
On this next hand, I pick up a premium King Jack of diamonds. And I thought I was going to get a cheap flop. You know, it was going to go all the way around until the guy on the button made it 20 bucks.
25?
So I go ahead and just call, you know, 20 bucks. There's no reason to re-raise. You know, he's the last guy to act. I'm only going to push everybody else out. And unfortunately, the guy to my left does fold, but we do get one caller. And we go 3-way to the flop. The flop comes 10, ace 7, 2 clubs, 1 spade, and I have a gut shot, but I don't like it. I start off with the check. The guy next to me checks, and the guy on the button checks. So we get to see a free turn, and the turn comes a blank. I go ahead and check again. Guy to my left checks, and this time the guy on the button goes all in, and we got to throw this away. No. Alright, on this next hand, I look down at King 9 offsuit, and there's only 2 players in there, including the small big blind. So I raise it 10 bucks trying to steal it, but I do get one caller. The flop comes 10-9-6 with 2 spades, so I do hit a middle pair, and I decide to continuation bet for 10, you know, just in case he missed the flop. But he not only makes the call, but he makes a raise, which is interesting. So he raises me, and I decide to make the call. I do manage to hit a king on the turn, giving me 2 pair. So now it gives me a little bit more confidence to just lead out. After I went all in, he calls, and wow, he showed me a monster, a straight draw and a flush draw. Fortunate for me, he does miss his draws, and I take down another pot. Alright, so on this next hand, I got a premium King Jack of diamonds, and I'm looking 5-way into a pot of $100 for $20. I do make the call, and we go 5 ways. The flop comes ace queen 9 with 2 diamonds. I do have the king high flush draw, so I'm gonna stick around no matter what. I start off with the check. Guy to my left checks, and it does get checked around. The turn does bring me the flush right away, which is a good thing. I don't like sweating it. Comes 3 of diamonds, and now I'm going to put a little bit of money in there just in case someone has an ace of diamonds. Any type of diamond holding, I'm going to go ahead and target them. I do have a king. It's not the nuts, but so far I have the flush, so I'm going to lead out. I do manage to get a caller, so we go heads up to the river. The river blinks out. It's not a diamond, which is a good thing. It doesn't pair up the board, so there's no full house. And I know I have this locked up. So I want max value, and I don't know if he's going to call it. But here goes. Let's see. Put a $50 bet out there just to see if he'll call it. I leave some money behind just to indicate that if I need money to get home, you know, I'm going to take it home. He does make the call, and we show him our flush, and our flush is good, baby. Yeah, it's heading in the right direction now. Thank you.
Where's the beer lady? Hi, beer lady. God damn, that's a pretty one also. Holy moly.
On this next hand, I look down at Ace Jack offsuit. I'm in the small blind. There's a straddle. And under the gun +1 made it 25, I believe. She made it 35. I decided to call. Hopefully I hit an ace or jack. And we go 3 ways to the flop. The flop comes queen 10-9, 2 spades, and I'm scared. I check, under the gun checks, and under the gun +1 makes a massive bet. She bets $215, and I just go ahead and fold. On this next hand, I find myself with ace-8 offsuit, and it gets fold all the way around, and it's just me versus the big blind, so I go ahead and just make it $20 even. If he likes his card, he might see a flop, and that's exactly what he does. He makes the call, and we go heads up to the flop. The flop comes 6-8-3, and I have a top pair with top kicker, so I'm going to go ahead and continuation bet it. He folds, and I pick up a small pot. Yep. We then find ourselves on the small blind with big lick. I was gonna say big slick, but it's the big lick offsuit. And you know what? I'm gonna play it. Who cares? Thug life. I put in the call for $5, and we go 4-way to the flop. The flop comes 4-5-6 rainbow. I go ahead and check. The guy next to me checks, and it gets checked around. So we get to see a free turn. The 3 on the turn brings an open-ended, and I now have equity, so I'm going to go ahead and bet a little bit. I'm not there yet, but, you know, I do have equity, so I'm going to bet $6 just to see where I'm at. If I get raised, maybe somebody's on a better straight draw or on a flush draw, but nobody raises it. Everybody decides to just call, and that's not a problem with me, you know, making it a juicier pot. So we go 4 ways to the river. Let's get it. The 2 on the river completes my straight, and now I need a value bet. No more $6, bets. Let's throw a hefty. Let's throw a healthy bet out there. Let's get paid. I just hit a straight. I put $40 to $45 out there, and nobody calls. Alright, so on this next hand, I look down at 10-9 offsuit, and nobody called. It's just a small blind and the big blind, and so I try to buy it. I make a $15 raise, and the big blind makes the call. The flop comes ace-9-10, and I can't believe I made 2 pair. I go ahead and do a continuation bet for $15, and the opponent makes the call. The turn brings the queen of hearts, and I'm not liking it because he could have ace-10, ace-queen, king-jack, ace-jack, and he just got equity, He does lead out for $40, and it puts me in the blender. I think he does have 2 pair or a straight already, and I don't want to call him, but, I can improve to a full house. That's basically what I'm looking for now, so I go ahead and make the $40 call, and we go to the river. The river makes everything worse, bringing it 2 of diamonds and completing the flush. And I check, and my opponent immediately moves all in, so I have to fold. And this brings me to my last hand of the night. I'm looking down at pocket sevens. I raised it $15. The guy to my left went all in. He was short stacked. Then it got raised $200. Then there was a call. I had to call it. There's $418 out there. But unfortunately, I was up against pocket kings, and I don't hit a 7. I'm going to the public records office to try to request the names and the titles of the county employees, and I'm not sure how to do it actually correctly. So, that's why I'm documenting this. It's my first time, actually requesting public records. And what I'm requesting is the titles, the names, and the salaries of all employees working for the Santa Barbara County, especially the risk management team, because they're the ones who settled my case, and they capped me at $12,000, saying that's the most they can do for a false arrest and for a malrepresentation by a public defender. But in this case, they're trying to give themselves a salary raise of over, I don't know how many, couple thousands, that everybody's going to get a raise. The board of directors, the city of Santa Barbara, the city leaders. And I thought they have, what I was told is that they didn't have enough funds, like they could do was 12,000. That's all they could do. And so they told me basically take it or leave it. I had to take the 12,000 settlement because, I was already behind by 4 years. And I'm upset, so I want to see how much they're getting paid and why they capped me at 12,000 when they're trying to get themselves a salary cap raise, but in my situation, I can't work, my injuries are permanent, nothing's gonna fix that. And the funding that they gave me, that they capped me, was wrong. They did falsely arrest me. I was in a lot of pain while I was in jail, and I paid $700 taxes, and I still have to pay the government. And those $12,000, it wasn't enough. They shortballed me. And I want to see who is the people working in the city of Santa Barbara. Who are they? What do they look like? And how are they living? And what is the difference between them and me? Because they seem to think that 12,000 after 4 years of not being able to work due to an injury caused by a doctor, they believe 12,000 is enough, but they're still charging me $9,000 for a court fee for dismissing my civil case, because when I was arrested, they went ahead and proceeded my civil lawsuit, and I couldn't do anything about it because the judge ordered a no bail bond. I couldn't attend my civil suit. It got dismissed, and I owe $9,000. And so I still owe those $9,000. I owe my daughter $20,000. I'm only getting like $300 a week at DoorDash. It's not enough because after that week, I have to pay gas, I have to pay food, I have to pay utilities such as phone, where I'm living, everything. And it's not enough. And I'm right here at the Santa Barbara Library. As you can see behind me, they redid that. It looks nice now. As you can see again, it's like a little pathway. It comes right up to the Santa Barbara Library, and I'll show you what that looks like right behind me. So that's the Santa Barbara Library. It's the City Hall building where the people are giving themselves a raise, and that's where I'm going. I did write this letter. It's a written request, and hopefully they do it right. So let's see what happens.